triplet against a duple, right? Do you know what I mean by that? So see how this is a this is the triplet. It's like 1, 2, 3. We're in 4, right? So these are triplets. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you're doing something. Just notice that first. Go from that bar. Okay. This you forget every time. Can you remember this pedaling?
Yeah.
Yeah, the rhythm is wrong. Count to 4 for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. See this? Those are duples, right?
Right.
But just try that bar, that beat alone. Yeah, good. Okay, so you have to remember that the 4th beat is a new pedal, and you have to remember that that's 3 against 2. Okay, put into context now. Go from the bar before. See, it's sort of like this problem. You don't play all the notes of your chords. Good, okay. Right, let's put that all together. So, what are my points? The point is that the first 2 bars need to seem like one phrase, okay? So, all this, you start this with the right hand. Okay, really finish that. Second thing, careful that 4th beat. 2 things should happen. 3 against 2, number 1. Number 2 should be a clear pedal change on the 4th beat. Okay? So from here. Very nice. Keep on going. Right. Keep on going. Watch your foot. Change. Yeah. I still don't understand this. Do this for me one time. 1. Just pulse it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Go from here, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. That would help you, actually. If it's too free, it loses a backbone. Okay. See, that was still expressive, Xiaohan. Xiaohan, excuse me. But I think it needs that. Remember that. Remember how you were in the key here and the different kind of sound it gave you. Go from here. Good. I like that. So the strokes should be longer. So this was fine. This is all fine. Try to care about the bass here. Think of longer. So it's not a C major, but that's a beautiful chord change, I think. C major to G major. So notice the bass. Sorry, back to C major. let's do one thing at a time. Go from C major. It's like all of a sudden like a weird flute in Norway coming in the distance. So what you need to do is set it up drastically so that all this suddenly, it's really like a weird music out of nowhere. Set it up with a dynamic change, much more. Go from there. Good. It's fine. It's two like that. So less of articulation. So play through the arm here. Then the same thing. Try that. Good. Yeah, just notice that the mode has changed. Right? He adds a C sharp and then he changes that mode. So it just means that because the mode is changing, you're not going to use the same rubato. You're going to be affected by that. That's just pretty straightforward, but just taste that and the fact that it goes to minor. Everything is sort of changed because of the harmony. Right. Continue. Folk music here, so this sense of this, then crescendo to that, then the same thing. Show me that detail. Good, but good. I like that, but this is back to that after that. See that detail? Detail. Crescendo, accent. So it's really folk music. So this little hit on there is, I think, totally fine. Yeah, notice that's not an accent, that's a short note. Right? So there's a difference. So you need lots of different sounds. That's a staccato, that's a slur, that's a crescendo, that's a staccato, that's a slur, that's an accent. There's a lot of information there. Yeah. Yeah, do it again. Faster. This from above. feels so like convoluted, you can tell yourself, okay, finish that, and then there's something else, right? Yes. Back to your old habit, which is like this. Really, it's so different in the key. It just changes everything. Yeah. Where did you get this trip double P here?
Well, like I heard a recording, they all play double P, so
I see. Well, it seems like, I mean, I don't know the text of this, but it seems like he's, we need a climax of the piece, you know? This seems like the climax of the piece.
But like the recordings, like all of the recordings, I heard they all play like super.
Okay. I see. Can you try it one time and do what's there one time? Then you always can change it later, but the thing is, Grieg is such he's kind of like a standard romanticist composer, and in general, they all build to a climax, you know, and so that's why, I mean, I haven't heard all these recordings, but it seems like this makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But maybe there's some like sketch that, you know, Grieg like wrote it, and then he heard the first performance and then he didn't like it and he changed it. That's a question I don't know, okay. You know. Mm-hmm. But for now, try it. Double F, triple F here. Set it up. Satisfying to me, but you know, we don't have to decide now. But the other reason is that then this is colored. Okay, all these businesses, they're not like that. It's all just kind of like a wave. It's important to have that image, and then later, all this, it's just the kind of blended sound. Okay. Go from here. Really, okay. I know it's different than what you were doing before, but triple F, then that has to be heard. Sure, articulate like mad, like you're doing, wonderful. But here, change your sound because you want this to be blended. You know, so it's really different. You can do two different things. Go from here. Here, start to blend it. So see, what's the difference? My fingers are working hard here to articulate, but here, closer. It's much more like a mellow or legato sound. Careful, you've learned it wrong. There's an A flat here. A then A flat.
Oh yeah, I think I just put it in.
Okay. I like that. Yeah. So that's the thing is, then if if you use your sound like that, if you use your articulation like that, it's not just it's like a chromatic scale. Now it's a gesture and it does all this stuff. There's so much more interest there. Good, let's keep on going. Yeah. Uh-huh. What? Notice, can you do this? Try this. Try this. Crescendo and poco sostenuto. Try that. Do you know what that means? You know what poco sostenuto means?
Slow down.
Kind of. Sostenuto means like suspend. So it's like, I guess it's a way of saying expand, which is another way of saying slow down, but it's a little bit different terminology.
Like expand the notes down.
Yeah. So that there's that retard happening, but it's kind of becoming thicker. That's what's happening. But I mean, not what it says. So I'm just curious, like if we can do it, try it one time. See, notice this goes all the way to the end, and then it changes. So it could be more dramatic if you do that. Like that's a clearing. Try that.
So like crescendo to the end.
All the way to the very end, and then change here. You have a habit of holding on notes too long. Observe this. Observe this. Observe this. Okay, this is what you do. Watch my hand. Understand? No? Hold on to the key. You're doing this. Do this. Off. So you have to get off the key at the right time. So you're making that short, but this should be long because of the gesture. See this? This should be shorter because of the rest after. This should be longer because of the gesture, and then, so you kind of do everything opposite. Fine, but change with the bass. Yeah. Can you do it again? Yeah. Try to be a little bit sentimental here. apply it here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should feel like suddenly something is like lost at sea. Because you have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Do that. Try from 2 bars before that. Right, like it stops, like everything's slower. Right. I want you to do this. Yeah, sonata can be more blended, right? Okay, good. So it's hard to summarize what we just did, but basically, clearing up of your pedal, making sure the phrasing is clear. This sudden triple P there, this is a question mark for now. I don't know what's right, but it seems very satisfying though when you.
You only play the recording
It's okay. Yeah, I mean that's part of the thing is that, I mean really it's up to you. I mean, but go back and try both. The only reason I feel like it's not triple P or double P is because normally when Grieg writes something very soft, he'll also change the texture in a very small way. Notice what Grieg is doing. He's building. You notice that? See how this is all like super thick, all this stuff. So, I mean, just in general, he writes like that. So that's another reason why. But maybe there's some secret thing of I don't know. But I don't know. Do some research and find out.
Can I just check the title here? Do you want me to like change it halfway?
Yeah, so here's where you need to make a kind of consolation. This is fine, but I think if you pedal all the way to the B, it's like a little bit too much, so there you should do that.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay.
Each one. The same thing here. This fourth one. I mean, it'll adjust with each piano too, that's the thing. Maybe when you play this, are you playing this in Whitehall or Whitehall?
Oh, no, Whitehall.
Yeah, so the piano there, we have a new piano in there too. It's been renewed. It's very nice. But, you have to adjust. There's less reverb in Grand Hall, so, you'll adjust to that. When we do your dress rehearsal, those are the kind of things we'll kind of try to fine tune. Yeah. Okay, let's try the next movement. The last 2 bars are really over-pedaled. So let's make a compromise. So here, it seems like on every third, sixth, eighth triplet, you need to be really careful. New pedal. Or lift. Lift. Try that. Good. Whatever you just did, fixed it. Okay. 2 bars before that. Good. Yes. Here it's just, I'm aware of this. This is not important. Can this be gloomy and underneath? This should kind of reminds me of that second Chopin prelude. Go from here. That's it. Good. Okay. Detail. Hold it. So I can hear it just for a split second, right? Because it's tied. Yes. What's our tempo? 1, 2, 3. That was right. 1, 2. Try it again. Yeah. You don't really play this expressively. Those are connected in your brain. Late, maybe. Try it again. Is that kind of idea? Yeah. So this is what I hear. You're accenting the note after. Don't do that. Careful here. See how I didn't accent? Same thing, don't accent here. Change your foot though. Good, again. Good, I like it. Balance is better. Phrasing's better.
How do I pedal this? It doesn't have any marks.
What you just did seemed fine to me.
I just pedal the first note and then I just release.
I think that's fine.
Okay.
But don't pedal that, right? The dot.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. Do it again. That was more expressive. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So just remember.
Yeah, I forgot.
Don't accent.
Yeah.
The note after the long note. Yeah. Okay, good. I like it. However, there's no pulse though. It's getting a little bit bogged down. Can you keep your pulse and have those details? Says something. Balance is excellent. There's phrasing. You're not accenting after that long road. All those things are very good. You know, go after that. with the dissonances. There's something kind of hurtful about that. Same thing here. Just a little bit of resistance. Also, they need to feel like they're resolving it. Go from here. What's the most obvious thing?
The register change.
Yeah? What's the second most obvious thing?
The articulation. Oh,
well, just something more.
Time signature.
Yeah, something even more basic than that.
Key change?
The key change, yeah. So what is it that changes actually? The beginning of the piece is in what, and that is in what?
Is it the character?
No, that's too fancy. Even more basic than that. What changes? It's probably so basic you probably don't even realize it.
Articulation?
No, that's too fancy. Really, really basic.
Rhythm?
Nope. Play the first chord of the piece in the third movement.
Note change?
What?
No.
Just play the first chord. Okay. Play the second chord. Play the first chord of the beginning of the piece. The first two chords. Okay, good. What do you notice about that? It's in minor. What do you notice about later? It's in major, right?
Oh.
So everything you said was right, but sometimes we miss just like the very basic thing. Like the big change is that one's in minor, one's in major. Okay. Why? So there's also a key change. There's also a time signature change. What's important is that 9/8. You can now feel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can feel the triplet feeling, right? So why do composers do that? Because he wanted for you to feel that, He wanted you to be able to feel, like, in other words, say it even more simply, time signatures give a feeling to the music. So 9/8 has this kind of roly-poly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3/4 has 1 and 2 and 3 and. That's on purpose, okay? So it's just good to just be aware of that. Like there's emphasis, there's certain characteristics depending on the time signature. Okay, play the 9/8, please. Yeah, so what's important is that you are thinking 9. 1, 2, 3, and the 1, and the 2, and the 7, and the. Can you make sure you think that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. you crescendo, don't do this. Do it again. It's simple music, right? Continue. Off. Good, keep on going. Good. I really like that. You need to know when Grieg is mimicking folk music. Here, he really is, because of this drone in the left hand, you know? So what I need to hear is from there to 1, 2, 3, 4 bars later, that's all one thought, okay? Connect all of that. There's a trajectory behind all those things. Good. Just, you have a bad habit of holding on to a note after. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Just be aware of that, right? Same thing. Good. Keep on going. But what's happening is you're forgetting to listen to yourself. So the left hand's covering the right hand.
Oh.
Okay, go for where it says pesante. Be really careful of how you voice your chords. Excellent. As far as voicing, you can hear now how your left hand's not covering. That's very good. Now, try what's written at the very end. 2, 1, 2, off.
Okay.
So get off on the third beat instead of elongating the second beat. Off. So think of it full value. So off.
Okay.
So that's what I mean, full value. Yeah, that's different. See, if you do this, it's a kind of rounded ending, but off. And so even the pedal release is kind of abrupt. Off. Off. Yeah, and then it'll really set up the last one. Okay. Good. We'll just keep on working on details, okay? Try to get it solidly memorized, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yes.
What, do you have anything to add on?
Yeah, I have a lot to say, but we ran out of time, so we'll have to wait till next time. Okay. Let's see. The thing with Amalfi, make sure you apply. The application's up now. You'll need to wait to get, once you apply, let me know. You'll need to wait to get what's called an invitation letter, because when you apply for a visa, you'll need that.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like a formal, so there's steps involved. Apply, then the director will give you a letter of acceptance. That letter of it, then you need to contact the nearest Chinese visa place, which is in Chicago, and you'll have to find out if you need to send in your passport or if you have to go in person to get a Schengen visa. It's to go to Europe. Okay, but you'll need certain things like the document that I was mentioning. So.
And I do need to sign the video audition, right?
Do you need to sign? You need to send whatever's on the application. You need to send those things in.
Okay.
So on the application, is there something for videos to submit videos?
Yeah, they say they need the video audition.
Yeah. So do you have those?
Well, they say it has to be like in 6 months, so those are already passed.
You mean it has to be within the last 6 months?
Yeah.
Okay. So why don't you? These pieces are getting much better. Your Debussy is getting much better. So like, submit your Debussy first movement.
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking maybe I should like record my recital so I can send.
Yeah. But you might be too late. When's your recital? It's in March, isn't it?
I think they do April or something.
I don't think so.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Let's see.
I thought the application is due April.
Okay, does it say that on the website?
I think so, that's what I read.
Oh, okay, let me look. Well, that's different. So then if you have that much time, then...
Oh, that's March 1st, okay.
Well, that's a different one.
Oh.
That's a different one. That's, yeah, not the same.
Okay.
Let me take a quick look, okay?